I swear if Dallas beats Tom Brady, or actually even vice versa. But welcome everyone to CDT Sports. I am Dan, and this is Chris with me.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, today is our wild card weekend picks, and we're pretty much just going all out. We're gonna
Yep.
do our playoff predictions. We're gonna go ahead and say who's gonna win the Super Bowl. So on this episode of CDT Sports. All right, awesome. So it is currently the day before wildcard weekend. It is Friday. What is today? The third. Oh yeah, today is Friday the 13th.
It is
Anyway,
Friday the 13th. I didn't even think about that.
my desk is made of wood. Knock on wood. Anyway, so yeah, what is the first game tomorrow? I mean, we'll go through each one, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the schedule. The first game I think
Dolphins.
is it?
I think it's Dolphins Bills. I might be wrong on that.
Let me see here. I think it is. It's either that or Chargers Jags. Let me see here. Not the standings I don't want. Schedule. Somebody watching this is like, hey, it's actually blah blah blah. It's like I know this. um, sorry.
It is Seahawks 49ers.
Oh, that's the first one?
First one is Seahawks 49ers.
All right, so let's just go start at the bottom there. So for you just joining, here's how we're going to do this. We got little copies of our faces there. We're going to put who we think is going to win that game, and then we'll move it forward. And yeah, I guess cool. All right, so out of this is a hard one because I feel like San Francisco, I feel like is going to win, but Seattle could be an upset here. What do you think?
I agree with you 100%. I personally let's see if I have my exact notes. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to record this, guys, so I sent my notes to Dan just on the off chance that I wasn't able to do this. Now let's see if I stick to my notes and don't change it because I'm really good about that. All right. I want to see the Dark Horse teams win these games, but the 49ers are the scariest teams going into the playoffs. Yeah, I actually do agree. I also predicted the score to be 30-17, which I could see that.
I could see the score being a little bit more lopsided, like 30-10 or 13 or something like that.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
well, let me see what Seattle like. Each of their games they've played against San Francisco this year so far. Let's see. San Francisco won on December 15th, and let's see. They probably
Yep, they won
lost.
both.
Nice. They got swept. Who
Yep.
knows? I mean, it's happened before though. Like a team you beat all the times in the regular season. If you play them again in the playoffs, it's any given Sunday.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like my brain is telling me San Francisco, but my heart's telling me Seattle. So I will if I'm going for like who I really think is going to win. I'll go San Francisco. So you can put my head there.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Boom.
Cool. So then that puts San Francisco up against the winner of the Dallas and the Tampa Bay game, which I think that's what Sunday or Monday night.
Oh, oh no. Yep, that is correct.
Gotcha. Yeah, you can probably make a copy of that. Cool. I love how you do that. Yeah. Anywho, how you're doing that. Okay. So let's just go ahead. The next game after that is Chargers Jaguars. So I feel like the Jags are going to win this. I feel like the Chargers, they're so beaten up right now. Is Keenan Allen back?
I'm not sure on that one. I think it's questionable though. I think it's question. I think he's questionable currently.
Okay.
Last I heard.
Well, Justin Herbert is saving that team, and Brandon Staley's not a good coach. So I'm going Jags on that one.
All right.
Doug Peterson, he has won a Super Bowl, and he's really. I don't
Yep.
think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to win that game.
It wouldn't shock me. I'm going with Jags as well. I think the Jaguars have a better run game, and that's where the difference will be shown. They played earlier this season, but both teams aren't the same. But both teams are better than what they were when they played already. The Jags are also better than what they were when they already beat San Fran. I meant San Diego, but they're the Los Angeles Chargers now.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go Jaguars.
Spanos. Okay, and that's a game that I feel like honestly could go either way.
I think it's
So
gonna be
like,
a really good game.
I hope so. It's either I don't know because I mean Herbert was in the 2020 pick, right? Yeah, he's been playing for like 2 or 3 years now, and Lawrence was not the 22 first pick, 21 first pick.
I
So I
think
mean,
so.
I feel like the Jags have more weapons though. But if the Chargers are healthy and like all their starters start, potentially it could be Chargers. But right now, I think Jags.
I agree.
So
Then it's Bills, Miami at Bills.
uh, this is not like the Seattle and the San Francisco game where I feel like Seattle has a small chance. I feel like this is all Bills.
I think if the Bills don't score 40, it's because they don't want the other teams
Feels
to
bad.
know. Yeah, they don't want the other team to feel bad, or they just don't want their opponents being able to see what they got.
Right. Yeah, no,
Uh,
this is lopsided. I am, and I was in Miami about a month and some change ago, and nice city. I don't know if everyone shares that same sentiment, but it. Sorry, guys, this is all Buffalo here.
all
They are
Buffalo.
they are hungry like the wolf, as that song says.
Yeah, I think they're a team of destiny. It seems like.
Let's see here, and like if they win the Super Bowl, can we have Tenacious D write a song for them?
Oh, I like that. I have it down that this game's gonna be 42-17. The other one I have down is 34-31. The
Like, I could.
Jags Chargers game.
Okay, the Jags Chargers is going to be close. I'd say maybe 24-27,
Yep.
whereas
We're about the
Bills
same
Dol-
on that, so that's cool.
Bills Dolphins, I could see it being like, oh man, 9-27 or 30.
I have 42-17, so yeah, I could
Nice,
see
nice.
it.
I think what the Bills are like 13-point favorites, right, or 9 points, something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Then we got Vikings at Giants, or no, Giants at Vikings.
Okay, so
This could be a
as
good
a
one.
Washington fan, I don't want the Giants to win. However,
Understandable.
however, I can't help but root for the little guy here. They're kind of like the Bengals to me. They're like, I don't know. I feel like the Vikings, and I have no reason to dislike them. I'm just like Kirk Cousins. I'm not a fan of him, and he does not do good in primetime games. So I don't know. I'm going for the upset here. I think New York's going to win this one.
All right, first upset. I'm going with the Vikings.
Well, the thing is, they've been relying on his name's Van Jefferson, right? The running back, Vikings.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they've been relying on him too much. Kirk Cousins is good, but I
So
mean, I feel like the Vikings are probably the better roster, but New York, I have a feeling, they got that fire in their hearts.
yep,
So
I
who
can see
knows?
that. I'm going with the Vikings only because of Justin Jefferson. It literally just like my notes I put down was I want to say this game is going to be good. I feel like both teams have something to prove. One team is one is a team that should be rolling but has lost steam, and the other is a team that arguably has the coach of the year candidate. Vikings skill positions are just better. 24-21 is what I have down. Um,
Gotcha.
I could see
Dalvin Cook? That's
either
the
of
guy's
these.
name.
Yep,
Sorry,
Dalvin Cook's good.
that's
I
what I don't know why I was thinking Jefferson. Sorry.
I do think Saquon's better than
Oh yeah, they're
Dalvin
not
Cook
going to be.
though.
New York's not going to be throwing as much. Daniel Jones is not going to be throwing as much because obviously, like I said, I feel like Minnesota has the better roster. I just feel like they could easily choke this away if given the right opportunity for New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can
If
100% see that. I can see both
like
teams choking. Actually, I can mainly see the Vikings choking against the Giants, but
wasn't it the game that like yeah, it was the Colts and the Vikings last month, right? Where like the Colts were up like 30 something to nothing and then the Vikings came back.
yes,
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But
we'll come back to the NFC
we
side.
got to pick a winner here though. So
Yes.
we'll come back to it.
Yeah, we'll come back to this right here. Who do you think's gonna win this Bengals Ravens game?
Oh, is that the next one? Okay, I
Yep.
thought you were pointing to the Cowboys
Oh,
Tampa. That's why I sighed.
yep. Nope.
But
Nope. That's Monday
sorry,
night.
you literally said a minute ago we're gonna go back to the NFC. Bengals
Oh,
Ravens
sorry.
again. Oh my gosh. I'm a Ravens fan. I want them to win. You're wearing their shirt. It's gonna be Bengals. Like the Ravens have an opportunity, but Lamar's not starting. Even Huntley is questionable. So I mean, Gus Edwards is back though, right?
Anthony Brown show. Let's get it.
I mean, he did okay. He did okay
He did. He
against.
tried.
But again, that was like his debut, right? That was
Yes,
like his
it
NFL
was.
debut. Oh, I
I'm
have a
going
Terrell
with
Suggs jersey too, but it's black.
I'm
Nice.
going with defense on this, and I think the defense can do it. But they're going to need a little bit of help from the offense, and I don't think they'll get it done. That's the issue. I think the defense can hold Joe Burrow to check. I think the defense can hold any of these teams besides maybe the Eagles. But even the Eagles, I think they could hold to check because they have a similar offensive structure. It's just that the Eagles' skill players aren't injured and they have better wide receivers.
Honestly, I mean, the Ravens could win, but I think it's like one of those like 20-80 or 30-70, things. I
Yeah.
don't know. Because the Bengals, they really, in the offseason, they improved their offensive line, and
Did everything they needed to do.
I respect the hell out of Joe Burrow.
I think that's safe to say right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, depending on what you're gonna say, I don't know. What are you gonna pick? Are you picking
I 100% agree with you as well on it.
I'm sorry, Ravens.
We want you
Get
to
ready,
win.
Greg Roman.
I'm gonna root for him though.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to
obviously.
be wrong.
I want to be wrong here too.
But if we're just thinking with our heads there, then I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it's kind of like the Seattle-San Francisco thing. On paper, San Francisco is going to beat them, but I have a better. I don't know. Seattle, again, maybe it's because I'm not like a diehard Seattle person. Like, I don't know what's going on with them internally.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I definitely, it won't be a blowout, I think.
I don't think it will
The
be
Ravens
either.
and Bengals. But, anywho. Okay, so what do we got to now?
Now we are at your favorite teams. Dallas and Tampa Bay.
Oh my gosh. So a week ago, I would have told you that Dallas was going to win this, no issue. But they got their butts kicked by the Commanders. So I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up for me because obviously I don't want Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl, but at the same time, it's like I don't want Dallas to win any Super Bowls. So and plus Brady in the playoffs, he does make good fourth quarter comebacks. I'm trying to think, the last time he didn't go into a divisional, I think he lost against Tennessee in the divisional round in 2019, right? And the Patriots. And keep in mind too, they also have a losing record, aren't they? Like 8-9 or something like that.
They are, and I think Dallas is just a way better team. I could see Tom Brady pulling Tom Brady mysterious things out of nowhere, though. But
again,
Dallas should win.
My mind's telling me Dallas, but I don't want to say it. So just do it, and then I'm gonna take a shower later.
Okay, I'll say it for you. I think we think Dallas is gonna win, so we're gonna put both of us right here. Boom.
Man.
Boom.
I feel dirty.
So I'm gonna put Dallas right up here, and
By
then
the way, did you watch?
I'll change this around to see who they actually play once we get the Vikings Giants game picked out.
Did you see the newest clickbait where I love how Scooter's punishment is that if Dallas wins, he can't talk about it next week. That's his punishment.
Oh no, I didn't get to see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway. Yeah, I feel dirty. I need to take a shower.
So you know what, guys? We still have to get that pesky NFC straightened out over there. So while we're both thinking of why we think who's gonna win, let's go ahead and get this AFC knocked out.
Oh man, the Bills and the Bengals. That's gonna be a really good game. Obviously, they had to cancel because of what happened to Damar Hamlin, but he's out of the hospital now. Thank God. Man, it's
the Bills only got stronger. The Bills have only gotten stronger since that last game.
It'll be a shootout, but I think the Bills, they're hungry for that Super Bowl. So
I agree 100% with you, man. I think they are both just both dominant teams.
Yep, 100%.
Boom.
There you go.
And boom, you got both of us sitting right there, looking pretty. Look at us.
All right.
Right over the Bills.
All right, so the Chiefs against the Jaguars. It's going to be Chiefs out of those two.
I agree 100%. I mean, I would love to see the Jags pull the upset, though. It would be awesome, but...
What are the Jags... It controls Z. Yeah, there you go. What are the Jags besides... Who are their star players? Because their coach is good, Doug Peterson, and Trevor Lawrence, obviously. Who else did they have? They got Trayvon Walker, who was first round last year, the first draft pick.
They still have Etienne? I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. ETA, yeah, something like that. But
Kirk, the wide receiver that everybody clowned him for, but then has actually proven that he's been worth the trade.
How have they done? I feel like they're on a winning streak because
they've been pretty good. I personally think, as well as you, that the Chiefs are just the better version of that team, and that's what's going to happen there.
They're 9-8, so it's not like they're doing super great, Jacksonville.
No. Yeah, not super great, but decent enough for Jacksonville.
Let's see. They beat the Titans last week. They're on a 5-game winning streak. So the last time they lost a game was a month ago. They lost to the Lions.
Lions are a good team.
Any given Sunday, I get it, but I'm picking Kansas City on that one.
Yep, I agree.
All right, so then, oh man, so this is a rematch of the divisional round from last year, Kansas City versus Buffalo. Again, they got the fire. I'm going Buffalo. And I feel like Kansas City, obviously, it's not George Kittle. Who's their tight end that's really good? I can't think of his name right now. Kansas City's tight end, the one that's really, because obviously
Kelsey.
Thank you, Travis Kelsey. Him and Mahomes are great, but I don't know. I feel like they're getting too reliant on Mahomes.
Yeah, I think Travis Kelsey also hasn't really. I think he wasn't doing good at first, the beginning of the year. Then he actually started turning it around a little bit. Because I think the big joke was for fantasy football, a lot of guys had picked up Travis Kelsey as their tight end, and then he didn't do good. And then Mark Andrews was doing great, and he was the only tight end doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
did Kelsey get picked to the Pro Bowl? I feel like he did.
I feel like he did.
Yeah, I know Mark Andrews did. But
we're gonna put these faces right over this Buffalo Bills because I'm gonna agree with it. I 100% agree. I think this is a team of destiny.
Yeah, those teams are. Hold on, what team were we asking about the Pro Bowl? Okay, Kansas City. Hold on a second. KC, who do they got? Pro Bowlers: Orlando Brown Jr.,
nice.
offensive tackle. Creed Humphrey, Chris Jones, Travis Kelsey. Yep, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Tooney, and Tommy Townsend as a punter. Interesting. Okay. Well, the only person from the Denver Broncos is a Pro Bowler is Pat Surtain.
Anyway. That doesn't shock me. Who do we think is gonna win this Giants-Vikings game?
Okay, so we have the Bills going to the Super Bowl. Cool. Yes. Okay. Okay, I probably should be smart about this. I'll go Vikings. That's fine. I concede. Because
dang, though, it's such a. I feel like this is the biggest toss. Both this and the
who's
Jaguars.
Minnesota's coach again? I forget his name, but I know Brian Dable for the Giants has like turned everything around. So even if they do lose this,
the Vikings
it'll
be
the
same way. Season. Vikings just got a new coach too.
Yeah, they got rid of Mike Zimmer. I can't think what their current coach's name is. I don't know. Again, I think it's a toss.
You know what? You know what? Giants.
Okay. Cool.
Because, I feel like the Vikings just have been choking away the games as of late. If the Giants can hold down Justin Jefferson, which I think the Giants already beat the Vikings once this year, which also this should be fun.
Actually, yeah.
I think the Giants beat the Vikings.
Let me see here. Giants schedule. Let me see. Did they beat the Vikings? No. The Vikings beat them by 3.
Yeah, I must say, I knew it was a good game, and I could see it. I could just 100% see the Giants coming back and beating them. Mm-hmm. I could really see that. It'd be a really good game. Mm-hmm. If Jefferson's held under 100 yards, they'd lose the game, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so basically is Jalen Hurts playing? Like, I know he had an injury.
Oh, yeah. He's good.
Okay. I'm saying Eagles are going to win this because didn't they, even with their backup, did Jalen Hurts play last week against the Giants?
I think for a little bit. We're on the same page with this, by the way.
Eagles are winning that one.
Great game, and I hope it's like not the Mile High Miracle. That's the Ravens. We can have one of those happen against the Bengals. That'd be great. But
I was gonna say that happened 10 years ago, like yesterday.
Oh boy,
I saw that on my feed earlier.
It makes me feel old.
Okay, so sorry, you were saying
this game coming up looks interesting, but I think the Eagles are basically just going to walk in and just kind of walk all over the Giants. I am happy that it is a divisional game, and I think we could get a Meadowlands miracle or whatever it was called, where Deshaun Jackson laid in the end zone and housed the ball. But I feel like we're going to get a really good game out of this Eagles-Giants game if this happens.
I agree. Yeah, I think it could be a really good game. Nick Sirianni's a good coach. Brian Dable's a good coach. they've got their player support. I think it's really just going to come down to, can New York throw the ball? Because Philly, Jalen Hurts is kind of like Lamar Jackson. He can run it, he can throw it. So now, if we had AJ Brown, that'd be cool. But all right, so Dallas, San Francisco, make this very easy for you, San Francisco.
So why are you choosing the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I'm just such a fan now. Um, no, I mean, do you disagree with me?
Oh, not even the slightest. I
Okay.
think it's gonna I think it's gonna be a great game, and I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm thinking like a 31-34, 28-31, 3-point game. Both teams can score, both teams have a good defense. Um,
Where would they be playing that at? Would that be at Dallas or San Francisco?
at San Francisco. San Francisco's the second seed.
Okay, so then, because Dallas,
I believe.
hmm, Dallas just, ugh, yes, they are the second seed. I mean, if Dak's throwing picks and they get cocky and Mike McCarthy is a bad coach, and people will like hate on Mike
Dallas can
McCarthy.
Dallas in the playoffs.
Yeah, so I'm going San Francisco wins that one. So it's gonna
Who
be
do you have for this NFC championship?
ugh. Okay, so Jalen Hurts is obviously a better quarterback, I think, than Brock Purdy. But again, Brock Purdy's played like only 5 games. So,
He's also done a great job being a time manager for them and doing exactly what they need to do to win.
well, and the fact that San Francisco has even made it this far without, Trey Lance. I mean, obviously he got injured, and Jimmy Garoppolo got injured. They're both Jimmy Garoppolo. He's played his last game as a 49er, I believe. But um, oh, this is a tough one. The defense of San Francisco is just better, so I feel like it could either be really close or it could be incredibly lopsided, which I know is like, well, duh, no way. But oh man, I'm going San Francisco on that one.
I think I agree with you.
Hmm.
As much as I would love those fan bases, Philly versus Buffalo, I think I gotta agree with you on this one. And we're gonna
Well,
go.
and the NFL scriptwriters, man, just remember they got to get the East and the West Coast in, or something like that. Because
That's true.
I'm trying to think the last time there was. I feel like San Francisco and the Chargers. The last time San Francisco won a Super Bowl was against the Chargers, and I feel like that had low ratings. So like, well, we're not going to do that again. So think of the ratings though. You get Buffalo with the whole Damar Hamlin thing, and then wouldn't you get a ring though if they win?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. So all that and I don't know. So who's going to win this one, man? I feel like if the Bills make it, they'll win it. They'll get their
I
first ring
agree. I 100% agree.
because San Francisco, arguably, their rosters are just mono e mono. You know, and yeah, you can make it as big as you want, buddy.
There we go. They're the champions.
There you go. Yeah. Can you imagine how crazy Bills Mafia will go? Like,
Oh man, they would go off.
watch there be a blizzard, and everyone's gonna like bring out their flamethrowers, and they're gonna bring out their I don't know. They're just gonna like they don't care. Rain, shine, snow, sleet, hail. It could be a tornado. Like there could be like a literal like earthquake, and they wouldn't care. They would celebrate so hard.
Yeah, I think they'd celebrate more than when the Browns got to get their Bud Light from that winless chest where they got given Bud Light by the whole town or whatever it
Hmm.
was. Yeah. I feel like there'll be more alcohol than there was when that happened. When the Browns got
Oh
their
yeah,
first win.
absolutely. Yeah, it's they went to the Super Bowl 4 straight years and lost, and I don't think they've been there since. I think they made the AFC Championship game 2 years ago when Kansas City played against Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, and obviously these games when nobody can tell, but I feel pretty confident about the Bills game, about the San Francisco game, and I feel pretty confident. I don't know, like again, Cowboys, Tampa could go either way. Honestly, New York Vikings go either way. Same with the other ones, but I mean, yeah, I feel pretty confident in these picks.
So, one thing I want to kind of look at, what if the Ravens do win?
Buffalo's still going to beat them. as much as I'm gonna hate to see it, Buffalo's gonna win.
Well, they wouldn't play Buffalo though.
Would they? Who would they
Mm-mm.
play? They
They
play
would
the
play
Jags.
They'd play Kansas City,
Oh,
and I think the Ravens could actually beat Kansas City
they could.
because they match up well.
Could they do it without Lamar though?
Defense only. I
Because
snap
Kansas
crackle
City,
pop.
obviously,
That's a
they
good
have Patrick
question.
Mahomes, but
Could the Ravens beat without Lamar?
I'll just put it this way: with Lamar, they beat him one time, and they've lost like what 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
And
but
again, I
that was
want
when the
them to.
defense was bad though. And the defense is a lot better.
Hmm.
If if Marcus Peters is playing and Calais Campbell are playing, yes, the Ravens could beat the Chiefs.
I agree with that. If
If
Lamar's playing, yes, as well.
yes.
Now, I think Lamar, if he's not playing, he's played his last game as a Raven.
Yeah, I
I feel like
agree.
since we just signed Roquan and
I know I need to get me a Roquan Smith jersey. That's gonna be the next jersey I get.
we need to keep Marcus Peters, as much as he's got an attitude, he's
Oh, I
definitely
love
worth the
it.
money.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
he's worth the money. And I don't know, man. It's just like the team has been so dependent on Lamar for success. It's like, well, one, they don't give him good wide receivers. He
No,
needs more help. But
I
I don't
think
know.
tag and trade. I want them to keep Lamar because I think he's a really good quarterback and I think he could do really good for the team. But I don't think they use him correctly. And I think to better his career, tag and trade.
Well, and that's the thing. Remember too, Dak was tagged and they gave him a deal, but it was like 45 a year for what? It was what, 5 years?
Yeah.
So what is that? That's like 50. And that's a I don't know how much that is overall, but like
So
250 or something. I don't know. Honestly, I mean, you know what I think would be interesting, and we'd already done our Superplex, and I think we do an episode about this too. But what if we traded Miami for Tua?
I was gonna say another one with you. So I've heard that one. I've heard the one where we trade the Bears for Justin Fields.
Yeah, they
Um,
apparently they're going for a quarterback this year with the first pick. I'm like, you have Justin Fields, give him help.
they're saying
But
that they're gonna go after. They're gonna trade with the Ravens, and the Ravens are gonna trade and give them Lamar. And
I could see Lamar going to Chicago.
could you see the Bears? I've never seen the Ravens with the number one pick ever. I don't think it's ever happened. Um,
Number one pick, the Ravens. Oh my gosh, they always go for defense. So who are some good wide receivers coming up in the draft? Because well, okay, I take that back. They did pick Kyle Hamilton, right? He's their center, or am I thinking of the other guy?
Kyle Hamilton's safety.
Safety. What's the other guy's name? Who was the center they picked?
Linderbaum, right?
Thank you.
Was
Yes,
was
Tyler
it
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum? Okay.
I didn't watch the draft. I was in Disney World when that happened.
Oh no,
I
that's fair.
remember standing in line to go meet Mickey Mouse. It was like 20 minutes posted, but it turned into an hour and a half. And I just literally was sitting there looking at the draft, and that's when I found out they traded Hollywood Brown.
I look for them to get if that were to happen and the Ravens were to trade all the way up and the number one pick and get a good defender, that'd be sick. I'd love to see them get a generational talent. What I actually here's a random thing that popped into my mind today. It's two quarterbacks, kind of three that I could see the Ravens actually going after if they don't keep Lamar. Jimmy G,
See
Tom
it?
Brady.
I see Jimmy G more than Tom Brady, but go ahead.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you the reasoning on Tom Brady. That one's pretty easy. And then Derek Carr, Tom Brady has never played with a bad defense. He is not a good quarterback if he does not have. He plays the best complementary football out of any quarterback. So you
We
put
throw to
him
Mark Andrews.
you put him on the Ravens with Mark Andrews and Devin Duvernay, he'll turn those guys into stars. I'm not a big Tom Brady fan like that, but I am a Tom Brady fan. I think he's well respected, great quarterback. If the Ravens go that route, I would actually be okay with it because he is a team player type. So you would get someone who's going to take a smaller contract for you to be able to bring in more help for him. The question would be whether I think the Ravens respect him enough to bring in the people that he would need.
Well, and that's the thing. They're going to
What
get
do you
rid of
think about
Roman.
that? How do you think
I
that would
mean,
go?
I'd be happy with it. I don't know if it's going to happen. I've heard that he's going to go to either the Raiders or the Dolphins, but
I could see either of those
yeah.
two. Yeah, I thought of that scenario. I thought that'd be cool. Carr was the only one, and it's just because they all kind of have that gap gap play quarterback. Tom would probably be the out of the three. I'd probably prefer Tom Brady out of all of them.
Between Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Tom Brady, yes, Tom Brady is the best quarterback out of all those three, but I see Jimmy G being more likely,
Oh,
and I honestly,
would love
I,
it too. I'd get his
I'm
jersey
trying to,
probably if he was
well,
good.
and that's the thing too, is I'm trying to figure out like, I mean, like I said, I feel like we could trade with Miami for Tua, but again, they don't have a great draft pick because they're in the playoffs, and then,
They don't have a draft pick.
yeah, the only thing, I mean, I could see them trading for Justin Fields so they get the number one pick, and I did look it up. On PFF, I'm seeing that the top rated wide receiver that they're predicting will be picking was Quentin Johnson from TCU. Let's see here. He's 6'4", 215. His broken tackle rate over his career, he's got 41 forced missed tackles on 97 career receptions. That's pretty good. That's almost like Debo Samuel's what they're saying.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna have to. I haven't really checked too much of the college stats, so I'm gonna have to check to see who the players are that I want the Ravens to get.
well,
Usually
my
pretty good at
question,
predicting them.
my question then is Jimmy G, is he going to be a free agent because he signed a 1 year contract, or we're going to have to trade for him?
He's a good cut.
Okay.
If it
He's gonna
saves
get
him
cut.
money, he'll get cut. I think.
Okay. And honestly, it's just like Lamar wants too much, and I respect that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, me being a simpleton, it's like I would honestly take $100 million guaranteed. But
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just Baltimore's never been one to do that.
that's kind of the issue though, and I think that's why. I think that's why they're gonna go after like a Jimmy G, a Derek Carr, a Tom Brady style quarterback, where it's typical pocket passer, because they only want to invest money in that defense. I think if Aaron Rodgers had actually became available, I could have seen the Ravens actually going after him also.
I don't know what's going to happen to him. We need to do another episode.
Oh yeah,
So, all right. Well, that's our Super Bowl picks, and yeah, cool. I mean,
that's a Chris and Dan talk sports guarantee. The
right?
Bills, 49ers.
If we are right, what are we going to do, and what are we going to do if we're wrong?
Okay, let's pick this also then. Who is your team? So this is as a group. We have picked the Bills to win as a group. As individuals, who is your team? They win it all.
Win it all. So okay. Who do I want to see win it all? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll do it once. Or who do you think is going to win it all?
Who do you think? Who do I think is going to?
Yeah, do you think the Bills will win it all?
Either the Bills or the Bengals.
I think
can
the
see
Chiefs.
For me, it's like Bills, Bengals, 49ers, Chiefs.
See, these four teams right here. Five, if you want to sneak the Bengals in a little bit. I could see any of these four teams winning the Super Bowl without a problem.
Yeah.
If one of these over
So
here
what happens?
I will go.
What
nuts.
happens if we're wrong on? Let's just say for the fact. What happens if we're wrong? Let's just say that our predictions for the wild card are completely off, and everything we picked is the opposite. So let's just say. So here, go ahead and screenshot this so we can save it.
Oh yeah.
And let's do it. Let's do it completely, backwards. Let's do a complete just 180 here and just see what happens.
Let's just do this. Duplicate page.
Cool. Go ahead. All right. So yeah, let's just move it around. Just move the picks around. So let's go ahead. Let's okay. So do this.
Let me
Take like
clear
for
everything
example.
out really quick.
I was gonna say you don't have to. Yeah, just okay.
I figured we can just edit this part if we wanted to. We clip this little part out.
Oh no, you're fine. No, I mean I'll keep this part. But what I'm saying is, okay, cool. So there we go. Now let's just do this. Let's just say, out of all of our picks, we're gonna go with this is the most backwards playoff. Like, yeah, like let's go with our heart, not with our minds. So
okay, this is the heart pick.
Okay, so San Francisco, Seattle. I'm going Seattle.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, yeah, cool. You don't even have to put our faces back in there. Just go ahead and pick Seattle. Just put the Seattle one. Well, I mean, you can still keep the original one there. I'm just saying if you want to copy just Seattle, not the. Cool. But yeah, we're gonna go Seattle on that one. Okay, and then my heart says the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is that what happens though? If Seattle wins, they play the winner of the well, they play the Eagles. Is that
Yep.
what happens?
I think
Okay.
I think Seattle's the 7th seed, right? Yep.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so then Tampa Bay. Okay, so then Tampa would play. Who would they play? They would play the
Giants or
winner
the
of the New York.
Vikings?
Okay,
I
I
still
guess we got
think
to go Vikings.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still think Vikings for this. Yeah.
Okay, so Vikings against Tampa Bay, and
Vikings. I 100% think the Vikings would destroy Tampa Bay.
let's go with that then. Okay, so the Vikings make the NFC Championship. Let's go.
I think the
Okay,
Eagles absolutely destroy the Seahawks.
I feel like logically yes, but my heart, I don't know. I want Seattle to win that one. But what do you think? Are we saying that the Eagles
They're kind of
basically
built similarly. The Eagles have the better quarterback though.
who's
That's
who runs for each team? Because I know that they got
Kenneth Walker and Miles Sanders. They're pretty even at running back, if I had to say so myself.
what
Um,
is oh
Quarterback's
my
their
god,
main difference because their receivers are pretty good over in Seattle. You have Tyler Lockett and DK
I was.
Metcalf.
Can you imagine how many West Virginians would lose their mind if Geno Smith won the Super Bowl?
There'd be a ton of jerseys all near us.
Okay, so how are we gonna do this? What do you say? Are we doing? Are we going Eagles or
Country
Seahawks?
roads, take me home. Let's go, Geno Smith.
Honestly, I mean the Commanders beat the Eagles. Let's go. Okay,
Any given
so
Sunday.
let's go.
Oh, I would kind of be down for the Vikings to win though.
Oh man, they haven't won a Super Bowl, so go ahead. Screw it. They make the Super Bowl. The Vikings make the Super Bowl.
Logic there, Justin Jefferson, guys. That's our logic there.
Right. Right. I mean, I'd
And
love to see Geno Smith win
and the
it, but
Vikings are a team where if they win, they could go all the way to the end.
well,
If they're streaky.
if we're taking logic out of it, Seattle wins that one. But
Oh yes, if we're taking complete logic out of it, then yeah, Seattle wins that one.
but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, we'll just keep the Vikings there. Okay. So let's just say the Dolphins beat the Bills because that was completely the Dolphins beat the Bills. Let's just watch some crazy voodoo stuff happen. All
Pretty
right,
sure
and
that's our
then
7th seed. Yeah.
all right, so then Kansas City and Dolphins. I'd say let's go Dolphins again. Fins up, buddy. Oh yeah, obviously.
I just want to see how goofy a lot of these are gonna look.
All right,
Yeah,
so we're picking the Chargers.
yeah,
Picking the Chargers over that. Cool.
which that's
All
a
right, so
coin flip, like we said earlier, guys. That game could kind of go either way, so we'll do that. Chargers Ravens, absolutely not. You get the out of here, buddy. Nope, none of that. I do
Well,
not like the Chargers.
all right, so let's go then. Let's go Dolphins. Fins up.
Oh no, rematch from week 1?
Was that
Question
week
mark?
one?
Was it week 1 or week 2?
Oh, that was week two. I remember because we won week one against the Jets.
All right, guys, this is the Homer. This is the Homer
Oh
edition.
man.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
Purple Super Bowl. Ravens have been here before. John Harbaugh's actually taught.
Uh-huh.
Logical at the end. Yep, Purple Super Bowl.
And we're going. Come on, man. Ballymore. Let's go.
Oh, we gotta make this the
Yep.
thumbnail.
God.
We gotta
I'm honestly debating getting a tattoo if that happens. With the Ravens logo.
I'll
No,
get a tattoo. If the Ravens win the Super Bowl, I'll get a Ravens tattoo.
Oh man, I'll get a small one. How about that? It'll be so small you can't even see it. But yeah, so okay. I would love to see a Bird Bowl though if Seattle could win and go against the Ravens. I'd love to see a Bird Bowl, but a Purple Bowl is okay too.
Wait. Hey, we're in the world of imagination land right now.
Right?
So we could just do this however we want.
Can we get our first Bird Bowl, please? I don't think there's been a Bird Bowl. I'm gonna look that up. I don't.
Page 2 title, Bird Bowl.
Right? What's the list of Super Bowl winners? I gotta look this up. List of Super Bowl champions. Here we go. See, I don't think there's been a Bird Bowl.
There hasn't.
Yeah, because it was okay. I'm looking
It
here.
had
I'm
to
not
be the
gonna name off all
Ravens.
the. Okay. Yeah, because like what other?
There's no other
Bird?
AFC bird.
Oh my god. I'm thinking, was there a Purple Bowl? No. Okay. Hold on. The Jets and the no. Oh my god.
Jets and
This is
Cardinals
all.
probably be closest just because of the airplane.
Have there been anything like an? I'm sure there's been Animal Bowls, right? Like the Rams against like the Dolphins or something. No, no. Colts and Cowboys. No. Yeah, there has not been a Bird Bowl. I would love for there to be a Bird Bowl. Can we get a Kitty Bowl? Is there a Cat Bowl opportunity here? No, there's not. Okay. Wait. No, there's not.
No, there's a cat versus bird bowl though. Twice.
Let's see here. Yeah, we can't get.
What if we got the Jaguars and the Eagles versus each other? Jalen Hurts gets taken out in the game, unfortunately. Gardner Minshew steps in.
Let's
to go against Trevor Lawrence.
Oh my God, Trevor Lawrence is going to win that game. Actually, I don't know.
Gardner Minshew's not bad. That's another quarterback I can see the Ravens just kind of picking up the pickup.
Watch Philly win their second Super Bowl with their second consecutive like backup quarterback in the starting position.
I will laugh so hard at it.
Right. Let's see. And if San Francisco actually does win the Super Bowl, it's going to be them Brock memes. But let's see here.
Oh yeah, the Brock memes.
Yeah. No, this is completely back ass words or whatever the. I was trying not to say the A word, but I did anyway. Yeah. Can you imagine? So like the weirdest thing. Can you imagine like the Dolphins versus the Vikings? That happened. I don't know if that's happened. Or like the Jags versus the Vikings. Would anybody watch that Super Bowl?
I would. Yeah. I think a lot of people would be excited about it though because it'd be new teams.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, that's our completely imagination land. Like if
realism, imagination land. Realism, imagination land.
Either way, AFC wins. I don't see the NFC because the NFC's won the last two. So
yeah, I think AFC's got this one on wraps, boys.
Well, that is another episode of Chris and Dan Talk Sports Show, and yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Who's your realistic pick? Who's your hopeful pick? So appreciate it, everyone.
Of course, our hopeful picks are always going to be the Ravens.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've made the playoffs. Just whether or not they're going to win is the question.
Hey, let's hope for it. Let's hope for an upset.
Right?